A thread by Carlos Osuita. The importance of never erasing, simplifying, or lying about history. Germans went from "we're all guilty" to "we're all victims." Neither claim is true. Watch this video later on YouTube. Generation War. The German as victim of World War II? Link in the description. Here are the facts. Most Germans loved Hitler. Most of the ones who didn't love Hitler fled the country. A few Germans who hated Hitler stayed and spoke out. Most Germans knew exactly what was happening in terms of mass murder and attempted genocide. Most Germans either approved of the mass murders and attempted genocide or did nothing about it. Almost no Germans were imprisoned or killed for speaking out against Hitler. No German soldiers were punished for refusing to follow orders. In 1933, the Nazis set up concentration camps and rounded up communists and social democrats. By 1934, the camps had 50,000 inmates. About 80% were communists, 10% social democrats, and the rest opposition party members, trade union activists, or lone leftists. The camps were purely political, and they held a tiny fraction of Germany's population of 67 million. By the end of 1934, the camps held only 4,000 inmates. The rest had been released. Over 100,000 were in actual prisons. About 25,000 of these were political prisoners. By the end of 1937, the camps held about 7,800 inmates out of a population of 67 million. By the end of 1938, career criminals and asocials were put in the camps, raising the inmates' population to 24,000. Asocials were the homeless and the untreated mentally ill. 1938 and 1939 saw the first mass arrests of Jewish people, along with anti-Nazis, in the newly annexed Sudetenland and Austria. About 28,000 new inmates were put in the camps. From 1941 to 1942, sick prisoners were euthanized. About 6,000 people were murdered. New camps were opened to house Polish and Soviet prisoners of war as well as resistance fighters. They were used as forced laborers. The first inmates to be murdered by Zyklon B in gas chambers were Soviet prisoners of war. By mid-1942, about 38,000 Soviet prisoners of war had been murdered in gas chambers. The attempted genocide of Jewish people began in the Soviet Union in June of 1941. About 11,000 German security police, secret police, criminal police, military police, SS security police, and Waffen-SS served in operational groups, Einsatzgruppen, to the special command of the security forces. They rounded up and shot Jewish people and political figures. Murdering by mass shootings didn't kill enough people, so they put them in barns or churches or synagogues and burned them alive. By the end of December 1941, over 439,000 Jewish people had been murdered. Since shooting and burning was too slow, the Germans began using gas vans. They put Jewish people in ghettos and gassed them one van at a time. It's impossible to know when it was formally decided to build extermination camps, but the first one was started in June of 1941. So, the rest of the story is not relevant to this thread. My point is that the Germans of the period welcomed Hitler and had nothing to fear from him. They all knew what was happening and either supported it or kept their mouths shut. Germans of today are no more guilty of Nazism than Americans are guilty of slavery. But the Germans have been steadily revising history since the end of World War II. And now they're at the point at which they're saying they were the real victims. And that is unforgivable. There isn't a single white American who says that white Americans were the real victims of slavery. All of us, including Southerners, say calmly and without drama that slavery was wrong. We hold that truth to be self-evident. The only people revising history are Black Lives Matter, Don Lemon, Ilhan Omar, Antifa, and so on. Slavery is part of our history. It's safe to say that Confederates didn't fight for slavery. They fought for lots of different reasons, but none of them said that they would die for slavery. By revising history, the Germans show their cultural immaturity. You always hear about the bombing of Dresden. It was a legitimate military target, a transportation and industrial center contributing to the Nazi war effort. That was how we fought wars back then. The Germans very stupidly started a world war without having or ever building long-range heavy strategic bombers. Tough luck. They said their air defenses would protect Germany. Nope. I'm not going to watch War Generation. German self-pity is sickening. But this is a real German joke. What's the difference between a German stand-up comic and the bombing of Dresden? The bombing of Dresden can make you laugh. The Germans have a very mordant sense of the absurd, which I like very much. That sense of the absurd survives, although it keeps its head down for now. This is a period of transition. We don't know how long it will be. My gut tells me that it'll go really fast. I used to watch a lot of war movies, but I totally lost interest. Visually, they all look the same, and they're all strangely unmoving. But I did see this, which is 100% historically accurate. I think you'll enjoy it. This happened throughout the war. Live and let live arrangements. Total defiance of unreasonable demands. The human spirit can't be stomped down.